Thank you for that. So how you doing today?
Great.
Oh my God. How you doing tonight?
Great.
That's the energy we're going to have tonight. So how many of you, when you heard about tonight's event, were like, we're going to do what? Like, how many for you this was like a surprise? Like, holy shit, what's firewalk? What are they talking about? You know, so tonight is about breaking through the barriers, right? When Oprah Winfrey said, I would never, ever, you would not catch me dead ever doing something like this, until she did it. By the way, the crew that's going to be with you tonight is the crew that brought Oprah across the fire. We've run the numbers. Where's Ben? Are you nearby? Okay, Ben's very important to this. This crew has walked 1,000,003 people all across fire, and Ben, we must tell you, is responsible for those 3. There's Ben right in the back. You're going to meet. When you see Ben, say, I want to stand next to you, cowboy. You got 3 across? All right, I want to live adventurous tonight. Thanks, Ben.
There'll be 4.
Tonight might be 4. That's right. So you're going to get a chance to get the entire experience. And what you're going to find out is that tonight is not just about walking on fire. How many of you did the board break at the fire? Oh, many of you. All right, cool. So again, for those of you that did that, it's not about the board break either. It's about having the tools to face what holds you back or what limits you in any way and break through that. Okay? So for how many of you, it would be a very useful tool to conquer any limiting belief, to be able to look at anything that holds you back, in an instant, have a tool that will help you break through it, take action, and know it's the right action. For how many of you that would be a good tool? So for some of you, that would not be a good tool to have. How many of you would be a good tool? All right. Come on, let's have some fun tonight. All right, guys? All right, so here's the deal. This is, as you probably have heard, I'm going to turn that down just a little bit. What you heard is that there's a transformational event. And here's what happens with transformational events. At the end of this, and we're going to finish up sometime around 10:30 or so. At 10:30, you're going to say, oh my God, I don't even recognize myself. What was that old me? Okay? So, knowing that, spoiler alert, we're going to let you know what you will look like about 3 hours from now. We feel obligated to. So you might not recognize yourself. You're certainly not going to recognize your neighbor. So I have to show you what that all is going to look like in about 3 hours from now. So what I need you to do is turn to your neighbor. And that would require you to actually turn to your neighbor. Turn to your neighbor. Give them a high five and say, wait for it. Give them a high five and say, you, Jeff, are going to have a breakthrough. And I find that quite sexy. You are about to have a breakthrough. I find that quite sexy. Is that okay? I find that quite sexy. There you go. One more. There we go. All right. Okay. All right. Now, if you, hey, now, one high five to a customer. You're getting numbers over there. Oh, great for this part. The relationship seminars in a couple months. All right. For those of you that didn't like this exercise, pick better neighbors. All right? Unlike that. Well, look who you're sitting next to. All right? So think about it. Has there ever been a time, you have a handout right in front of you. We're going to go through, this is going to be your cheat sheet for the afternoon, for the evening, and then we have a little gift for you, is the second form that you have. But right now you need your cheat sheet. You're going to walk out of here with a personal action plan. All right? How am I going to break through what are the limiting beliefs that rule me? Okay? My dad said this to me years ago. He said, I was mouthing off about something, and he said, Carl, as I grow older, I will also get smarter. As you grow older, I will get smarter. And he's right. And because he had some wisdom that I didn't have, but he also had some things I said I'd never do that I find myself doing. You guys ever find you're becoming your parents? Or you're like, hey, I feel like, I'm like my parents, but I'm wearing my clothes, It's like this weird thing, right? Because whenever you make a decision where you don't feel in control, or later on you say, why did I do that? What the hell was I thinking? You are running somebody else's rules to the game. Okay? Everybody said, wouldn't it be easy if when we were born we just got an owner's manual? Or when we got into a relationship, guys would love this. When we got like An owner's manual for relationships, that would be great. I'll take the quick start guide, but wouldn't it be great if we had that? The reality is, you do. Here's the problem. You were given a default owner's manual when you were born. It's the way it works in your DNA. When you're born, you are given your parents. And they say, all right, listen, until you figure out your own, you at least have this book to guide you until you write your own chapters. And so anytime you find yourself doing something silly or stupid, or why did I do this, or what was I thinking, you are more than likely running somebody else's rules to the game. Okay? Now, you have the chance tonight, what we're going to talk about is how you rewrite that script. Because you are more than your set of rules, you are more than your set of habitual patterns, and you're more than what you've been given. Okay? And there will probably a time in your life